Imagine astronomers discovering a mysterious black hole heading straight toward our solar system. At first, it would appear as nothing more than a tiny dark spot in space. Although black holes are invisible, their gravity bends light. Scientists would detect one by watching distant stars appear strangely distorted. Long before reaching Earth, the black hole's gravity would begin disturbing the orbits of planets across our solar system. The first signs near Earth might appear in space as satellites slowly drift from their normal orbits despite constant corrections. Even people on Earth could notice something unusual as familiar constellations slowly changed shape across the night sky. As the black hole approached, its glowing disk of superheated gas would become one of the brightest objects ever seen from Earth. Everything drifting nearby, asteroids, comets, and clouds of gas, would be captured first, spiraling helplessly into the black hole's immense gravity. The outer planets would lose their stable paths first, slowly drifting into unpredictable orbits around the disturbed solar system. Even mighty Jupiter couldn't resist forever. Its enormous gravity would eventually lose the battle against the approaching black hole. Gravity doesn't pull objects like a rope. Instead, it bends space itself, and the black hole was twisting space more every second. Eventually, Earth's orbit would begin changing too. At that moment, humanity would know there was no turning back. As gravity intensified, Earth's tides would grow stronger, sending enormous waves across coastlines long before the black hole actually arrived. Astronauts would notice the danger before anyone else as spacecraft began behaving strangely under Earth's slowly changing orbit. From the Moon, Earth's changing path would become impossible to ignore. Even our nearest neighbor would reveal the coming disaster. Eventually, even the Sun would feel the black hole's influence, disturbing every planet that depended on its gravity. Powerful observatories would measure invisible gravitational disturbances long before the black hole became visible to the naked eye. The asteroid belt would become dangerously unstable, sending countless rocks racing toward the inner planets at incredible speeds. Planetariums around the world would no longer show simulations. They would be displaying the terrifying reality unfolding above us. As satellite orbits shifted, navigation systems worldwide would become increasingly unreliable, disrupting transportation across land, sea, and air. Ocean tides would continue growing stronger, flooding coastlines more often as Earth's balance slowly slipped out of control. The black hole's gravity wouldn't only affect the surface, it would begin pulling on Earth's entire interior. Increasing gravitational stress could trigger more earthquakes and landslides as Earth's crust struggled to remain stable. Earth wouldn't face this crisis alone. Every planet in the solar system would be caught in the black hole's growing gravitational pull. Every major observatory would point toward the same location, confirming that the mysterious object was growing closer every day. Even Saturn's magnificent rings would become unstable, scattering billions of icy fragments across the outer solar system. Earth's magnetic environment could also change, creating spectacular auroras visible far beyond the polar regions. Sensitive scientific instruments would detect tiny distortions in space long before people noticed dramatic changes on Earth. Earth's orbit could become increasingly dangerous as space debris collided, creating thousands of new high-speed fragments. On the scale of the Milky Way, our solar system is tiny, yet even this vast galaxy couldn't hide us from a wandering black hole. The distant Oort cloud would awaken, sending billions of comets rushing toward the inner solar system like a cosmic storm. Earth's skies would become unforgettable, filled with countless comets blazing overhead almost every night. Near the Sun, those comets would create an extraordinary light show, unlike anything ever witnessed by humanity. Even the moon's orbit could begin changing, making Earth's tides even more unpredictable than before. Small changes in Earth's environment could even affect the upper atmosphere, making satellites harder to keep in orbit. Eventually, no telescope would be needed. The approaching black hole would become one of the most terrifying sights ever seen in Earth's sky. Earth wouldn't simply fall through space. It would slide along the increasingly curved fabric of spacetime toward the black hole. The universe itself would appear distorted as the black hole bent light from every direction around us. Spacecraft could fight the changing gravity for a while, but eventually even constant engine burns would no longer help. With every new calculation, scientists would realize there was less time remaining than anyone had hoped. Every step closer would trigger new effects, each more extreme than the last, as Earth's journey toward the black hole accelerated. Over time, the changes would no longer be subtle. Every passing day would bring Earth noticeably closer to the black hole. Over time, the changes would no longer be subtle. Every passing day would bring Earth noticeably closer to the black hole. Its glowing disk would soon dominate every horizon, reflected across oceans all around the planet. By now, satellites could no longer maintain stable orbits, leaving humanity increasingly isolated from space. The difference in gravity across Earth would keep increasing, slowly stretching the entire planet from one side to the other. For the first time, humanity would see the event horizon itself, the invisible point beyond which nothing can ever return. Near a black hole, even light can no longer travel in straight lines, curving around its immense gravity. Time itself would begin slowing for Earth compared with the rest of the universe as gravity became increasingly extreme. To distant observers, Earth would appear to slow almost to a stop near the event horizon. Earth had finally reached the edge of the event horizon, the point where escape becomes physically impossible. Extreme tidal forces would eventually stretch Earth itself, a process scientists call spaghettification. Fortunately, this is only a scientific thought experiment, but it reminds us just how extraordinary and fragile our place in the universe truly is. Luckily, our solar system remains stable, and no known black hole is heading toward Earth today. What incredible space mystery should we explore next? Crossing the event horizon might not feel dramatic at first. According to general relativity, nothing special marks the exact boundary. Inside the event horizon, every possible path through space would lead only deeper toward the center. Deep inside, the future itself would point only one way, toward the singularity. The deeper the journey continued, the stranger our everyday ideas about space and time would become. Light itself would become trapped in extraordinary paths, making the universe appear unlike anything we have ever imagined. Gravity would pull more strongly on the side closest to the center, increasing the tidal forces across the entire planet. The geometry of space-time would become so extreme that every possible route would continue downward. Fortunately, this entire journey is only a scientific thought experiment. No known black hole is heading toward Earth today. Our universe is filled with incredible mysteries. Which cosmic question should we explore next?